Hi and welcome to another exciting episode of World with Wife. And today, as we continue our grand tour of Spain, we will bring you to two amazing coastal towns, nestled along Spain's beautiful Mediterranean coastline on the Costa Blanca. Our first stop, La Mata, may be small in size, but it's big on character. And let us head there, and we will tell you more about it. And in case you missed our last episode about Alicante, I'll leave a link to it in the description. La Mata is located in the province of Alicante, in the Valencian community region of southeastern Spain. It lies within the larger municipality of Torrevieja, situated on the Costa Blanca along the Mediterranean coastline. While exact details of its earliest settlements are somewhat elusive, archaeological evidence suggests that the area has been inhabited since ancient times. However, one significant aspect of La Mata's history is its strategic location along the Mediterranean coast, which made it vulnerable to various conquests and invasions throughout the centuries. The region was influenced by various civilizations, including the Romans, Moors, and Christians, each leaving their mark on the landscape and culture. Geographically, La Mata is characterized by its sandy beaches, including the popular Playa de la Mata, and its proximity to the expansive salt flats of Torrevieja. And the town is bordered by the Mediterranean Sea to the east and is surrounded by coastal hills and natural reserves to the west. On that particular day, there was a street market just next to our hotel. The market usually operates on Saturdays and/or Sundays, depending on the specific schedule set by local authorities. It typically begins in the morning and runs until the early afternoon, allowing plenty of time for browsing and shopping. One of the highlights of the La Mata street market is its emphasis on local products and flavors. You'll have the opportunity to sample and purchase traditional Spanish delicacies, such as cheeses, olives, cured meats, and pastries, as well as regional specialties unique to the area. Leaving the market, we walked in the direction of the beach. In terms of size, La Mata is relatively small compared to neighboring cities. While exact figures may vary, La Mata is typically described as a quaint coastal village with a compact urban area and a relatively small land area. Regarding population, La Mata is home to a diverse community of residents, including both permanent residents and seasonal visitors. The population may fluctuate throughout the year due to tourism and seasonal migration patterns. La Mata, like many towns along the Costa Blanca, attracts a mix of local Spanish residents, expatriates from other European countries, and international tourists. The town's population is characterized by its multicultural and cosmopolitan nature, with residents hailing from various backgrounds and cultures. La Mata is approximately 50 kilometers south of Alicante, and the distance to Valencia is approximately 230 kilometers. And Alicante Airport is located only 45 kilometers away, and the journey from Alicante Airport to La Mata typically takes around 40 to 50 minutes by car. The highlight of this town is the beach, which is a picturesque stretch of coastline and is one of the longest beaches in Torrevieja, stretching for approximately 2.3 kilometers along the coast. The beach boasts fine golden sand and gentle slopes leading into the clear turquoise waters of the Mediterranean, making it ideal for swimming and sunbathing. And it is easily accessible by car, with parking available nearby, as well as by public transportation. There is a park next to the beach, known as the Water Mill Park, and it is characterized by its diverse ecosystems, including salt flats, wetlands, dunes, and Mediterranean vegetation. One of the highlights of the park is its namesake, a historic water mill dating back to the 19th century. During the summer peak, La Mata Beach can experience significant crowds, especially on weekends and during holiday periods. Luckily, during the Christmas period, in December, the beach was quiet and peaceful, allowing us to walk around leisurely and to enjoy serene and tranquil escape from the hustle and bustle of the summer crowd. Even though it was December, the gentle warmth of the sun embraced us, providing a welcome contrast to the crisp winter season. And the faint sound of the waves gently lapping against the shore filled the air, creating a soothing soundtrack for our walk. La Mata is a burgeoning tourist hub and stands out as one of the more favored Spanish villages in the region. Yet, it distinguishes itself from the commercialized resorts further north of Alicante by preserving its authentic Spanish ambience within a laid-back atmosphere. Notably, La Mata has taken heed from other tourist destinations, evident in the absence of towering skyscrapers and mass-market hotels, allowing it to uphold its traditional Spanish way of life. From La Mata Beach, a short 15 minutes drive, by car, brought us to the Pink Lake of Torrevieja. Of course, we had to park our car nearby and continue the rest on foot. From there, we had to cut across a field and walk towards a tiny and impossibly hard-to-find access path that would lead us to the lake itself. The Pink Lake at Torrevieja, also known as the Laguna Rosa, is a stunning natural phenomenon that attracts visitors from around the world. And its vibrant pink coloration is caused by a type of algae called Dunaliella salina, which thrives in highly salty environments. The path was sandy and narrow, and for a while we thought that we were on the wrong way. Around us, there was nothing but barren land, and somehow it felt off, if you get what I mean. But finally, a few more steps further and we started to see people. After all, this must be the right place. And it was. If you have access to a bicycle, that would be the perfect way to explore the lake. There are some bike tours that will bring you to discover the lake, and even some tours that make use of an e-bike, in case you are wondering. The entrance to the lake was a bit of a turn-off, with an ugly metal fence and with dirt paths. However, all of this was quickly forgotten once we saw the actual lake with our own eyes. Let me tell you a bit more about this lake. The high salt concentration, along with a combination of environmental factors such as sunlight and temperature, create the perfect conditions for the algae to bloom, giving the water its distinctive pink hue. Aside from its striking appearance, the Pink Lake also has practical significance. And the area around Torrevieja has been used for salt production for centuries, and the lake is part of a network of saltwater lagoons where salt is harvested through evaporation. The pink coloration is most pronounced during the summer months when the algae bloom is at its peak, although the intensity of the color can vary depending on environmental conditions. Visitors to the Pink Lake can enjoy its beauty from designated viewpoints and walking trails that offer panoramic views of the surrounding landscape. And it's a popular spot for photography enthusiasts, nature lovers, and those seeking unique travel experiences. However, it's essential to note that while the lake's pink coloration is natural, swimming in it is typically not recommended due to the high salt concentration and the presence of industrial activity in the area. And we read somewhere that swimming in the lake is in fact strictly forbidden. You can be fined up to €6,000 if caught. The lake is also a spot where flamingos can be seen during the breeding season. These elegant birds are drawn to the lake's saltwater lagoons, where they feed on tiny crustaceans, algae, and other aquatic organisms that thrive in the saline environment. But since we were in the middle of winter, we were not expecting to see any flamingo. And we left the lake and made our way to the town of Torrevieja itself. After a very short 10 minutes drive, we were in the town center, near the port of Torrevieja. This is known as Paseo Vistalegre, and it's essentially a picturesque promenade that runs along the coastline, offering stunning views of the Mediterranean Sea. The monument to the choral singer pays homage to the tradition of singing, music, and habaneras in the region and commemorates the important role that choralistas, or choir singers, have played in the cultural life of Torrevieja. Constructed in 1994, this monument was designed by the sculptor Pedro Llorente, precisely in the place of the origin of the first international Habaneras contest. And it is a recognition to all people who made it possible that Torrevieja be recognized worldwide because of the Habaneras. The port of Torrevieja is a bustling marina and a hub for maritime activities, including recreational boating, fishing, and tourism, contributing to the town's vibrant coastal atmosphere. We walked along the well-maintained pathway of the promenade, which runs parallel to the sea. And then further up, we made a left turn that would bring us into the town center. It was early in the afternoon and we were getting hungry. Torrevieja offers a delightful array of traditional Spanish and Mediterranean cuisine, influenced by its coastal location and cultural heritage. Today, we wanted to try something really authentic. And therefore we chose to have a quintessential Spanish dish at Pepe restaurant. Paella is a flavorful rice dish cooked with a variety of ingredients such as seafood, chicken, rabbit, and vegetables. And with its coastal location, Torrevieja is renowned for its fresh seafood. Therefore, we opted for the lobster paella. We went for a feast, starting with sangria and bread. This was followed with a plate of delicious cooked prawns in a specially made sauce. And then came the main course, with a rich and luxurious flavor, combining the savory essence of seafood with the aromatic spices and herbs typical of traditional paella. Our lobster dish proved to be very satisfying and savory. The lobster imparted its distinct seafood essence to the paella, thus adding depth to the dish. After a very heavy lunch, we made our way towards the Plaza de la Constitución. Torrevieja history is closely tied to its salt production industry, which dates back to ancient times. And the town's name, which translates to Old Tower, likely refers to an ancient watchtower that once stood on its shores. Over the centuries, Torrevieja grew from a small fishing village into a bustling port town, thanks in large part to its salt mines. The salt industry boomed in the 19th century, fueling the town's economic growth and attracting immigrants from across Spain and beyond. The town has a population of over 80,000 residents, though this number can fluctuate significantly due to seasonal tourism. And the population is diverse, with a mix of Spanish nationals and expatriates from other European countries, particularly the United Kingdom, Germany, and Scandinavia. We are now at the Plaza de la Constitución, and it seems that they were setting up for either a Christmas celebration concert or an event for the upcoming New Year celebrations. The square holds historical significance as it was named in honor of the Spanish Constitution, which was promulgated in 1812. The Archpriestral Parish of the Immaculate Conception is a significant church located right next to the plaza. And the church exhibits a mix of architectural styles, reflecting its construction over different historical periods. Its history dates back to the 18th century when the first chapel was built on the site. Over the centuries, the church underwent several renovations and expansions, culminating in the construction of the current building. It is dedicated to the Virgin Mary under the title of the Immaculate Conception, a central tenet of Catholic doctrine that celebrates Mary's conception without original sin. Sadly though, we could not show you the interior of the church since it was closed on that day. Leaving the plaza, we made our way back towards the beach area. The expatriate community is drawn to Torrevieja's pleasant climate, coastal lifestyle, and affordable cost of living. Torrevieja is situated on the Mediterranean coast, approximately 50 kilometers south of the city of Alicante. And the town's coastline features sandy beaches, rocky coves, and saltwater lagoons. This is the parish of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, another significant church in Torrevieja. And the church showcases elements of modernist architecture, with clean lines, geometric shapes, and minimal ornamentation. Its design reflects the architectural trends of the early to mid-20th century, with a focus on simplicity and functionality. It was constructed to serve the growing Catholic community and is dedicated to Jesus Christ under the title of the Sacred Heart, a central devotion in Catholicism that emphasizes Christ's love and compassion for humanity. While relatively modern in its construction, the church is a significant cultural landmark in Torrevieja, and distinctive architecture and religious symbolism make it a notable feature of the town's skyline and contribute to its cultural heritage. And the church is just 3 blocks away from Paseo Juan Aparicio, a scenic promenade located along the coastline of Torrevieja. The promenade runs along the shoreline, offering stunning views of the Mediterranean Sea. And it is named after Juan Aparicio, a local fisherman and sailor who became known for his acts of bravery and heroism, including saving numerous lives at sea. Nearby is also a natural blowhole, known as the Bufador Torrevieja. And the bufador is a result of erosion and the relentless force of the sea against the rocky coastline. Over time, waves have carved out a hollow cavity beneath the surface of the rock, creating a tunnel-like structure that connects to the sea. The promenade is lined with palm trees pathways, landscaped gardens, and also home to sculptures, monuments, and other artistic installations that add to its charm. On that winter evening of December, there were several vendors selling crafts and souvenirs. And cafes, restaurants, and ice cream parlors were full of patrons, enjoying al fresco menus, while soaking in the coastal ambience. At the beginning of the promenade stands the monument to the Man of the Sea, dedicated to the men and women who make their living from the sea, particularly fishermen and sailors. Fishing has been a central aspect of Torrevieja identity and economy for centuries, shaping the town's culture and traditions. In 1999, the promenade underwent its biggest transformation. And as a result, it became completely pedestrianized, and 2 breakwaters were created, as well as, taking advantage of its characteristics, several natural pools were formed, which are used, especially in the summer season, at all hours. These wooden steps lead up to the Dique de Levante pier, and the pier was constructed to serve as a breakwater, providing protection to the harbor and coastline from the force of the sea. It consists of a long, sturdy structure made of concrete and stone, extending into the sea and forming a barrier against waves and currents. Visitors can walk along the pier and enjoy the sights and sounds of the sea, as well as take in the picturesque vistas of Torrevieja waterfront. The salt industry brought prosperity to Torrevieja, fueling its economic growth and cultural development. However, the town also experienced periods of hardship, including economic downturns, political instability, and natural disasters such as earthquakes and floods. There is a market adjacent to the port, and it offers a wide variety of goods and products. In the 20th century, Torrevieja underwent significant changes with the rise of tourism and modernization. And the town's coastal location, sunny climate, and sandy beaches attracted visitors from across Europe, leading to the development of tourism infrastructure and amenities. Torrevieja became known as a popular destination for sun-seekers, retirees, and expatriates looking to enjoy the Mediterranean lifestyle. Throughout its history, Torrevieja has preserved its cultural heritage through traditions, festivals, and landmarks. The town is home to historic buildings, churches, and monuments that reflect its rich history and architectural heritage. Cultural events such as the International Habaneras and Polyphony competition celebrate Torrevieja musical traditions and cultural diversity. The Promenade Paseo Vistalegre, while providing uninterrupted views of the Mediterranean Sea, is also lined with benches and green spaces, and even has a beautifully designed pergola that provides a welcoming shade, especially during the hot summer months. We left the town port area, driving eastwards, along the coastline. And it was already getting late in the evening, with the sun about to set. We hope we could reach our next destination before it gets dark. And the drive would take us 15 minutes to reach our next stop. Along the coastal roads we could enjoy stunning views of the Mediterranean Sea, sandy beaches, and rocky coastline. And the roads wind along the coast, providing opportunities to stop and admire the scenery or take photographs. Torre del Moro Park is a scenic green space located on a rocky promontory overlooking the sea. The park is home to the historic Torre del Moro watchtower, which dates back to the 14th century and offers panoramic views of the coastline. We were hoping that we could catch the sunset from here, but unfortunately, that did not happen. However, we still could explore the park's walking trails, picnic areas, and gardens while enjoying the coastal breeze and natural beauty. As we're walking around Torre del Moro Park, I want to take a quick moment to thank each and every one of you for joining us on today's adventure. If you've been enjoying exploring Torrevieja with us and want to see more amazing locations and content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue creating and sharing these experiences with you. So, hit subscribe, and let's keep this journey going together. Now, let's get back to the video. The tower was built as part of a network of coastal defenses to protect against pirate attacks and naval invasions. Its construction is attributed to the Kingdom of Valencia during the period of Muslim rule in Spain. The area around the park is characterized by modern residential developments, including apartments, townhouses, and villas. These properties often feature contemporary architecture, spacious layouts, and amenities such as swimming pools, gardens, and communal areas. Our next stop, after the park, was the biggest shopping mall of the area, known as Habaneras Shopping Centre. Habaneras is a center of Mediterranean architecture open to the outdoors, where you can stroll peacefully and enjoy the pleasant temperatures of the Spanish southeast. Since its inauguration in March 2005, it has become a part of Torrevieja, and each year, it welcomes visitors from all 5 continents who enjoy its shops, entertainment, restaurants, and the magnificent climate of this city. And since we are around Christmas time, there was a giant Christmas tree. And it was the centerpiece of the decorations, prominently displayed in a central area of the mall. This tree was elaborately decorated and served as a focal point for visitors to admire and take photos with. The entire shopping center was illuminated with festive lighting, including twinkling lights, garlands, and other decorative elements. And the lighting created a warm and inviting atmosphere, perfect for holiday shopping and gatherings. Upon closer inspection, Habaneras actually boasts a modern design and a spacious layout, providing a comfortable and enjoyable shopping experience. And furthermore, it features a mix of indoor and outdoor spaces, offering visitors a variety of options for shopping, dining, and entertainment. At Habaneras, visitors can find popular brands like Zara, Pull & Bear, and Guess, along with restaurants like Foster's Hollywood. Plus, throughout the Christmas period, the shopping center hosts special events and activities to celebrate the season, together with exciting shopping events and deals. And if you are worried about parking, Habaneras has 850 free parking spots. As our journey through Torrevieja comes to a close, we're left with unforgettable memories of its stunning natural beauty and vibrant culture. And from the golden sands of La Mata Beach to the surreal hues of the Pink Lake, this coastal paradise offers a breathtaking tapestry of landscapes to explore and enjoy. Venturing into the heart of Torrevieja town, we discovered a charming blend of traditional Spanish architecture and modern amenities, where the spirit of the Mediterranean lifestyle thrives in every corner. Furthermore, the iconic Torre del Moro stands as a testament to the town's rich history, offering panoramic views that capture the essence of this coastal gem. And amidst it all, Habaneras Shopping Centre beckons with its irresistible allure, inviting us to indulge in a world of fashion, dining, and entertainment. As we bid farewell to this enchanting destination, we carry with us the warmth of its sun-kissed shores and the echoes of its vibrant culture. La Mata and Torrevieja, with their natural wonders and vibrant spirit, has left an indelible mark on our hearts, reminding us that the best adventures are often found where the sea meets the land. Until we meet again, hasta luego, Torrevieja, and see you in our next episode.